Hey everybody, it's the Two Dudes Podcast. I'm Richard Kearney, my man Kevin Manning with us. We got another good one for you. Man, we got a lot of good stuff for everybody today. This, Kevin, is our 33rd episode. We've been doing this for 33 of them now. So,
Scotty Pippen up in here.
yep, we getting there.
I
We
don't know.
getting
We
there.
man, fuck Scotty. We Patrick Ewing in here. Fuck Scotty. Fuck ass.
Look, did you have to find somebody new just because, the Kobe curse is coming
No,
back
not
on you?
forget Kobe. He had a nice life. He's,
Well, don't say forget him now, because
he's moved on. We should move on too.
I have moved on. I'm just, you
You
know,
went high in the sky. We should too.
I can't help it. I'm just, dedicating, you know, this show to Kobe, just like a lot of players are dedicating their
I
play
will
this
sign
year to
off.
Kobe.
If this shows to Kobe, I'm signing off. This will be you doing it by yourself.
Wow. Well, before I dedicate this to Kobe, then, and you sign off, let's get through some topics. Um, all right, so check it out. Um, I want to knock the advertisement out the way first for everybody. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the show, and hit the notification bell. That way, you will be notified every time we have one come up. And we always have a show every Thursday, unless we say in advance. Now, if you're getting this on your podcast feed of choice, same scenario applies. New show every Thursday. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll get one every time we drop one. And later on, we're gonna tell you about some more goodies that we got for you. What'd you say, Kev?
Unless we say fuck it and take a week off.
Exactly, exactly. Um, so here's my thing. I don't normally even deal with baseball, but I need to get this out the way first because this segues into the next topic. Because we're not really a baseball show. We all about the b-ball and we all about the football.
No, we about whatever. We just baseball doesn't protrude into the conversation because it's baseball.
Exactly. But
So they put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame. Baseball can kiss my ass in some regards, unless the Royals are winning, they go into the World Series. Then
right,
they're
right.
important. But until then, Barry Bonds, get them in.
But how about the Miami Marlins making a move? They hired Kim Ning. She's the first Asian American and first female GM in baseball. Now, you and me talked about this a couple days ago. Is this the Kamala effect or is this the XFL effect?
This is at first I said XFL, but it's really neither. There's been other females throughout baseball that's had positions. It's now getting to where they're trying to make it more of a norm versus a cliche. Um, but with the XFL recently doing what they're doing and pushing the Rock's ex-wife is like the front person for it, and Kamala, how the fuck you say her name? With her, I probably should respect her and learn how to say it, but whatever. With her being VP, it's it's almost like okay, this is our green light to just whatever female we want, let's throw her in there because Teresa Witherspoon with the Rockets, I want to say she went from being a transitional coach to now she's an assistant coach in for either the Rocket or the Spurs, whatever team. How the hell are you a transitional coach? Where are you transitioning from? You're an NBA vet. That made no damn sense. So it's getting to where it's more of a norm now. You got to see more female officials. I'm gonna be sexist and say you'll never see a female football head coach. Never see that, but I think you'll see basketball.
And see, I was about to ask you that because I was going to ask, will you see more females in the NFL and to what level? You said that you probably won't see an NFL head coach. What about a GM or what about somebody?
We
I
already
won't say.
have a team. In Cincinnati, the daughter, yeah, Cincinnati, the daughter runs the team.
Okay, okay.
He's the
See,
GM. I seen that back when they was on what's the damn football show on every Hard Knocks. Back when he was in Cincy, she
bro,
used to be like
you
GM
talking
of the
about
club.
Cincinnati. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
realize it.
What
I
you
mean,
know?
yeah,
It's Cincy. Yeah.
exactly. Um, but I want to segue that, man, because you and I recently talked about the Rooney Rule in the NFL,
Mm-hmm.
and some changes have made. Your boy Troy, that'd be Troy Vincent, has made this following change. Any team that sends a person of color, whether it be African American, Hispanic American, etc., to be interviewed for a top level position, being coordinator, head coach, or above in the NFL, if that person is hired, the team that loses that person will be awarded a compensatory third round draft pick. For example, because I'm going to use this because it's going to happen. I know you don't want it to, but it's going to happen. Eric Bieniemy is going to get some interviews this year in the offseason.
He
Eric
always gets
Bieniemy
interviewed.
is going to be hired this year.
No.
So, Andy Reid, get ready for that third round pick.
Be,
Dude is
Bieniemy's
good.
loyal.
Dude is good. So, he's going to
He's
get a job.
loyal. He's loyal. Even though Andy signed a 5-year extension, he's not going to be here 5 more years. I give him 2 at best. Then Bieniemy gets the keys to the Mercedes.
You think so?
Yeah, that was just we're gonna do this because of Mahomes. That's all that was.
Oh, okay.
That was
Boy.
the Mahomes move. I don't see Andy coaching another 5 years. He'd be like 95 if he did that.
But there's a team in New York that's struggling right now. You know they're not going to keep Gase past this season.
Unless it's the Knicks, fuck New York, okay? Fuck New York. They don't need him. Now, you know what? They can have a Gruden. Hell, they ain't had no
Oh,
success.
no, they can't have Gruden. Sorry, he's on lock.
I said a Gruden. I didn't say the bitch
Oh,
in Vegas. I said a Gruden.
yeah, you can have the brother.
They can have a Gruden. But as far as this rule, we both watch I Am Athlete podcast. Good
Yes.
podcast for the record. It's sad that Troy Benson had to put emphasis on this to get the Rooney Rule kind of back in some type of rotation to where it's really being represented instead of, like they said in Philly, Deuce Staley interviewed for the position, but he really didn't. It was more or less, hey, Deuce, you like being running back coach? How you feel about being with the Eagles past couple of years? Okay, nice talking to you. Oh, we interviewed Deuce. No, you didn't. You didn't either. So Doug Peterson got the job by default because
But
it's from
see,
free.
here's the problem with the Rooney Rule, and I understand why Troy Vincent did what he did. Because teams 9 times out of 10, just like any other job out here, they know who their guy is before they even interview people. So in order not to get hit with a fine, they say, all right, we're going to hire Doug Peterson, but first we're going to call this guy and bring him in and, dot, 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 yada, yada, yada. And that way they don't get fined for not observing the Rooney Rule. And that's been going on too long. So this kind of incentives a team to get somebody through their system, kind of like a farm system for coaches. And at the
Well,
same
like
time,
it's an incentive for the team losing the coach because they're going to push to make sure that coach get a legit interview because a lot of these teams are strapped for draft picks. That third round pick that they squad could get for losing that coach could be big. You never know.
now that's the other thing I'm going to bring to you. Do you think that teams will abuse it and try to push as many minority coaches out for interviews just so they can get draft picks?
That's the thing, though. You don't get the pick unless the coach gets the job.
I know, but the more people you push out there, the
The
more
better.
chances you have. Yes, exactly.
Um, I don't think it's going to get that bad, but I think it'll be easier. Say I'm an offensive coordinator or something, and I'm up under, whatever quasi white coach. It'll give him more of an incentive to put a team to help me when it's time for me to move on and be a coach. Because before, we lost Nagy, Peterson. We didn't get shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or when Romeo left here as a defensive coordinator and went to the Texans, all we got was once he went to the Texans. Well, no, when he went to the Texans, that motherfucker stayed on our payroll because he didn't take a head coaching job. So we still was paying him $3 million a season for about another couple years. At least we'd have got a third round pick that would have eased that pain a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
Now,
most
see,
starters are found in the first 3 rounds. Most consistent players are found in that first three. So that compensatory pick could be somebody that starts or help make a trade happen that you need. So there's really a lot of value with that pick.
and I'm not naming any names, but there's a team in Vegas that has like a couple of white offensive defensive coordinators, and under them, mostly black staff. Just saying.
Too bad you don't teach niggas right, so it don't matter. Ask Antonio.
Why are we talking about a crazy person?
Was
I
he
don't take what they have
crazy?
to say.
Was he
He
crazy or did y'all take
apparently so, because he's already in trouble again.
No, that's been resolved. He threw a bike at a camera. Allegedly, it's been resolved.
Hmm Swept
I
under the
think
rug is what resolve means. Swept under the rug.
it's handled. You know, it
It,
was a scandal, but it got handled.
but yeah, I can say he's stupid because if he would have kept his mouth shut for 4 days, he'd be a multimillionaire. Now he's
Uh,
getting $1 million. That's
He's
it.
already a multimillionaire. He didn't need that money. He
Oh, okay.
wanted out of Oakland. He saw the cesspool that it was, and he said, "What do I need to do to get out of here?"
Really? Is it a cesspool?
Yes, it is.
You got me confused with Denver or LA.
Those are
Could,
horrible, also.
tell me what's so bad about Vegas right now? Because they looking
Not
good.
about Vegas. The city of Vegas is fine. Bunch of drunken degenerates. But then again, it's like Raider fans, drunken degenerates.
Oh,
You and
speaking
Jerome
of,
the only ones that know that are decent.
oh, okay. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna ask you then, because I got 3 cities that I'm gonna name here. Tell me which one doesn't belong in this picture. Arizona, Las Vegas, Kansas City.
You gonna say Kansas City because we're in the Midwest.
No, actually, I'm not. Arizona doesn't belong.
Arizona because they're not the AFC West.
No, this is why I said Arizona don't belong. They've got the draft for 2021. I don't care about that. But
I thought
our
Cleveland
teams
had it.
have the draft in 2022 and 2023.
Hold on. I thought Cleveland had it in 2021.
All right. If Cleveland has it, they still are the odd man out
Yeah,
because the
Cleveland
the
got it.
the important one, the important dates are 2022 and 2023.
Yeah.
The draft will be held in Las Vegas and Kansas City, respectively.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need y'all to get that dumpster fire of a stadium looking right. You got 3 years to do
Uh,
it.
last time I checked, you run marathons there and drool over how nice the stadium is. I got the pictures to prove
Okay,
it.
that is true. I'm gonna give y'all that. Y'all keep the stadium looking good. It
Yeah.
does look
That's
kind of like a
you.
toilet bowl
You and a bunch of
because y'all put that glass
mulatto
around
bitches
it.
with pom poms.
Hey, hey, don't be making fun of the cheerleaders.
See, look, gladly looking at some red and gold.
I was looking
Them
at
spray
some.
tans, them hoes look red and gold.
They can wear whatever color they want. They got them curves. I
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know
lie.
about that, but okay.
Yeah, tell me if you was out there, you would be snapping up some pictures with the cheerleaders.
Probably not. I don't like spray tan on me. I don't like talking to
Bro, bro. All right. This is the part of the show where I just reach out and tell everybody he's lying.
ahead.
Don't believe player retired either. He's just on hiatus.
That's where you be like, this part of the show does not represent my views. And regardless what Saint Richard Nick over there says, I am retired.
He's on hiatus.
My jersey's up there in the rafters. I had a good run. You know, I'm
They, hey,
up.
hey, the goat had 23 in the rafters and a statue. He still came back. So anything's possible.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, the
Again,
goat.
Nick, we
Don't
don't
hey,
care.
hey, don't talk about Mike. Dude,
Nathan
talk about
Nick,
Mike.
we don't care on this podcast.
You talk about Kobe all you want. Don't talk about Mike. That's the goat. LeBron, my ass. I kick LeBron in his big old ass. Um, Anyway, back to the NFL because that's our specialty. The Chiefs had a bye this week, so there's no possible way they could lose that game. It's coming though. Vegas, they played Denver. Denver didn't show up. Hence, the final score was 37-12.
They didn't show up against us, so, you know.
Yeah, I know, but um, that brings us to this week. We are back to another Chiefs Raiders week.
Yeah. And this time won't be the same BS as last time.
I'm sorry, what BS was it? There were
Well,
that was not a game. That was not a game where there were any blown calls or anything like that. It was a game fair and square.
that was
Fair and square.
No, it was plain and simple. We was too busy looking at Buffalo. We should have been looking at y'all. Plain and simple. That the Oakland Buffalo trap game. We was too busy worried about our next opponent. Figured we could beat y'all in our sleep. When we woke up in the fourth quarter and put up hella points, it was just a second too late because we gave up 2 big touchdowns in the beginning of the game. Had we had the safety coverage we were supposed to have and them touchdowns didn't happen, you would have lost. So, hey, y'all took y'all win. Y'all took y'all punk-ass victory lap. I'm glad Andy let it be known. Because we whoop y'all ass, we're going to take a victory lap on y'all raggedy-ass stadium.
That's the league's best and finest stadium this year. So I don't know how you coming with raggedy ass. Anyway, first of all, 2 things. One or 2 things is gonna happen this week.
Here we go.
If y'all win,
If
I guess all will be right in Kevin's world again. The Earth will be spinning correctly on its axis because the Chiefs did quote unquote what they're supposed to do.
But just we're about to
No. Here it is. This is the truth. You can spin it how you want it. If y'all lose, and I say if, because I'm not gonna be one of these people that say, "Oh, y'all gonna lose." I don't know that. I'm not Nostradamus.
Yeah.
But if y'all lose, y'all are in trouble. And here's why. You would lost twice to us, and you have to be on pins and needles the rest of the way out because one more loss, you lose the division. Because we'd in essence be tied and we own the tiebreaker.
Here's the thing. Y'all would be on more pins and needles than us because you're still playing catch up. It'd be different if you was on the same pace as us. You're playing catch up.
That is true. That's true.
Therefore, it's more on y'all than it is on us. Now, when it becomes, say y'all win and somehow we lose the next game, then yeah, we're right here with each other record wise. But I believe we still got more division wins than y'all.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're undefeated in the division.
We're gonna be charged.
You'll have 2 losses in the division. We're undefeated in the division.
Okay, well, we'll see. But right now, it's on.
And head to head comes before the division anyway. So we'd already be up on you.
Well, regardless, we need we need 2 losses to even look at you eye to eye.
Yeah, see, so you get any 2 losses down the road. Yeah, a split. We'll split.
It doesn't matter. We need to severely fall. And Andy ain't allowing that shit to happen. Y'all bet this is y'all best bet, y'all best scenario. This is what'll happen. Say we lose to y'all this Sunday, which is a possibility because y'all are playing good. Last week of the season, we don't need that game. And we supposedly got the number 1 seed locked up. That's when Andy will say, "Oh, y'all motherfuckers sit down." Then it'll be given to y'all gift wrap.
Oh, whoa. First of all, you don't have nothing locked up yet. Last I checked, Pittsburgh is the number 1 seed.
Pittsburgh's about to fall.
Pittsburgh,
they playing on a rate they quarterback can't keep up with. And if you haven't realized, have you seen a run game out of Pittsburgh yet?
Nope.
So Connor, like he did last year, the wheels about to fall off if they're not already off and they're just hiding it because they haven't had anybody to step in and replace them. Connor was a flash in the pan to where they should have never let Bell go. Don't be surprised they try to bring Bell back this offseason. Now, despite if I was the Chiefs, I'd make a fake bidding war to make them pay an unnecessary amount to get Bell's ass.
Damn. Look at Kevin Manning, GM. I like your thinking.
I'm always a GM. Just people don't want to hear the right moves to be made. They typically want to play pussy.
But see, back to my squad, you got to give them their props, and here's the reason why. regardless of if y'all win or not Sunday. I went back through some notes, previous shows,
There we
and
go, people.
the
Here comes the
beginning of the
Raider
football
moment.
season. The beginning of the
Uh-huh.
football season. This is from ESPN.com.
They don't know
Kansas
shit.
City will win the division. Okay, I'll give
Mhm.
you that. Denver will be in second place. Los Angeles will be in third place.
Make
Las
the
Vegas
goddamn
will be dead last and only get 5 wins. This is
damn
from
5.
NFL.com. Kansas City will be in first place. Okay. Los Angeles will be in second place. Denver will be in third place. Las Vegas will be last with only 5 wins. Okay.
Damn, they
So
consistently need 5 wins.
so 5 wins, huh? And we already exceeded that.
That you have.
And here's the thing. Teams in the NFL are this close. This close. After we beat y'all, we got confidence. I mean, technically after we beat New Orleans, we had confidence. So, remember how we talked last week on the show saying the most dangerous team that can get in the playoffs is the Raiders because they have a passing game, they have a running game, and their offensive line has played together for all of 6 snaps.
This,
They
this is
they
what I say.
they believe in that next man up mentality.
It's not even that. This is what I'll say about Oakland, and this is all bullshit
You can say
aside.
what you want to about Oakland. We're Vegas.
No, motherfucker, you Oakland. This is serious. This is all bullshit aside. There's nothing that you can put a value on having your own home. You motherfuckers actually have your own stadium now,
Yes.
and there's no amount of money you can put on that. That's a big factor for any team to know that we have our own home. We're not. Why do you think the Rams want to kick the Chargers out? They want their own home. They don't want to share with nobody.
Here's a little secret. They don't have to worry about that because the Chargers don't have a fan base.
It don't matter. They don't have a fan base. Who wants to be there the day before and they still got charged? Remember, they ain't switched the shit over. Why do you think the Clippers are getting their own stadium? They said they got tired of looking up and they see Magic and Kareem and all them to where Doc Rivers was like, man, cover that shit up. We don't want to see that when we come in. It's a fucking Clipper game, not a Laker game. But they had to cover all that shit up
But let me
because
ask you
they would
this:
leave it out.
if
So there's nothing
if they
like,
cover it up, what are they gonna put in its place?
no, they just put a black tarp over. They put like a black tarp
That's
curtain.
that's that's my point.
But still, I'm just saying.
Who you know from the Clippers in the Hall of Fame?
Uh, shit.
Exactly.
Well, Otis Nixon maybe.
Who?
Uh, I gotta think on that. I forget who's a fucking Clipper player or whatever.
Take your time. I'll get back to you on that.
I might be in there for the Clippers. I don't know. But it's just there's nothing like something you can call your own stadium, your own spot
Yeah.
that gives a team confidence. And you got to think about the ringer y'all been through. Y'all done been in like 5 different cities the past 3-4 years, as far as where y'all go move to. So to see something actually be where you are, you go play out this world with pride because you want to make the owner proud because he kept his word. Now you want to keep yours. That's where that word shit come in, and a man talking to another man mindset come in because hey, through all the bullshit, Mark, you kept your word. We in Vegas. Now we about to keep our word.
And see,
So
that's
from
the
here on
thing
out,
that
this in real talk. From here on out, this is where John Gruden's contract really means something because he got a nucleus. They all biting into it. Is he gonna fuck it up?
I don't think he will. And that's the thing I've been trying to tell everybody for the last 2 years. And they're a team that's on the rise. I'm not saying that we at Kansas City's level yet, but we are on the rise. And that's what I've been preaching all year. That's what I've
They
been
got to
preaching
rise
last
like
year.
the plate at some point.
No, no, hear me out.
See, but the
They
thing
they
is,
they
though,
needed a new stadium. They got not only a new stadium, but this the things they don't show you. They got a state-of-the-art practice facility. They not practicing in a basement anymore. They are
and
practicing
on the
in a
park
real
around them
practice.
on the gravel,
Exactly. I mean, they got something real, something that, like you said, they can call their own, and
yeah. And
that
see,
goes a lot towards somebody's confidence.
but here's the thing, though. You got all the physical shit. You got all that. Happy for you, broke bitches. But here's the problem: Mayock and Gruden's gonna tinker. At some point, every team does it. You're gonna move the wrong piece and have to recover from that because you're gonna have to pay Jacobs because he's 2 years in a row balling. Your rookie free safety, he's up in there because you're hothead. He keep getting hurt, and he got players on defense playing dirty. You may have to let him go. That could be looked at as a mistake. Or you golden boy Carr. Do you give him another extension, or do you get his replacement? So there's gonna be some questions that's gonna come up. What do you do? Your tight end, the drug addict, thief, sacker, or whatever. Motherfucking, what is it? He just what was Kurt? What was the quarterback that did the groceries? He's like the tight end version.
Oh, Kurt Warner.
Yeah, he's Kurt Warner on steroids. Do you pay him a nice check? So it's like y'all got some big decisions coming up that will teeter-totter the team if done wrong. And
here's what we gonna do.
He got that mindset that we need to win within the next 3 to 4 for that window close.
I'm gonna have Brett Veach call us and tell him how y'all stretched $1.98 in order to get all that happening. Because that was genius right there. Whatever he did, I want to write a book on that. I'll be the first in line to get it.
First off, you need to stop putting that blasphemy talking about whatever he did. He did what the game allowed him to do.
I wasn't saying he did anything illegal. I'm just saying I want to know what he did.
The man, little tone to it that made it feel like it was a little dirty.
The man had $1.75 in his pocket and some lint, and managed to have $500 million for his quarterback. Got his defensive end back. The only thing y'all lost was the doctor because he wanted to play nurse for COVID in Canada.
I'm not gonna talk about this punk ass. Let me be childish. I'm on the Brett Veach plan. I ain't worked since May, and I'm still surviving.
So you know how to stretch $1.75 then.
Have I worked in the past 6 months?
Oh, that was a good
Brett Veach did it for me.
Oh man, that should be the title of this episode.
We'll put those DVDs out next summer.
Okay. So, all right.
That ain't there.
This is the painful part of the football topic that I want to get into. The fantasy watch.
I ain't got nothing to say about it.
That's all right. I'm gonna be quick. But there's a ray of hope for you at the end of this.
I'm still in it for the last season. Yeah. I'm still in.
Okay, so I'm currently 4-6. By the grace of God, I gotta win.
They said that you gave Lamont. I'm still hanging on to a chance for that last seed. And when your boy got that 98-yard touchdown run, first thing I said to myself was, "Where was that last week?"
Exactly.
Oh, if they got that pass where he was throwing 3 people off of him, I was like,
"Where was that at last week, man?"
Literally, them 2 plays could have won you the game last week.
Exactly. And this would be a whole different scenario this week. I would actually play into the 6th place spot. But now I'm still 7th. But here's my shot to get in the 6th place spot. I need to win this week. And I am playing I'm playing who am I playing? Who is high performance?
That's Corey. He's the seat above you. He's a 5th seed. It don't matter who's above you. We both need to win out and need Lamont to lose. No.
That's what I was going to say. I need Lamont to lose, and I can win, and I'll get the 6th seed. Here's what you need, because you're 3-7, but you're not eliminated yet.
Yeah.
Now the following scenario has to happen.
If I don't win this week, I'm done.
You got to win out. There's no question. You got to win out. But you also need 20 other things to happen, kind of like the Raiders did.
I already know. I already know. But you see how Tony took that loss, how he went from 1st
to 4th. Yeah.
We got 3 teams, but still, he's still in it to be 1st because of the log jam. And he plays Herb this week. He beat Herb. He back up there because he's already beat Herb once.
Now, in addition to you winning out this week, Lamont needs to lose this week and next week. Corey needs to lose either this week or next week. Hopefully this week because I'm playing him. And this won't get you to the 6th seed, but this will rise you up to the 7th seed by virtue of them both losing. And
It's
that
like this.
gives you the ability to play in for the 6th seed on week 13, which is the final game.
All that right there is just gibberish. What it boils down to is I need more wins than they have. I need them to take more losses than wins. And I need you to be in that same boat. That way I can be with that high jump and just jump over y'all like Tony did the year he won it.
Well, bro,
Remember, he was on the
you
outside
need to
looking
be
in.
you need
And
to
he
be my
jumped clear
biggest
to the
fan.
third seed.
You need to be my biggest fan this week then, because if I beat Corey, that eliminates that. And all you got to do is have Lamont lose the next 2 weeks.
I need all you motherfuckers to lose. You know what? I can't have you and Corey talk. That'll benefit y'all. I need him to lose because I need him to lose. But then after that week, I need all y'all just to lose, and I keep getting W's.
All right.
But
Well,
as
let's
long
see
as I
what
don't get last place, that's all that matters to me.
I think. Ben got that on lock.
Nah, I think Lex got that online. I believe I play Lex this week.
Yeah,
So
but Ben is currently 10th. Ben is currently 10th.
Oh, I thought Lex was. Lex must be 9th then.
Lex is 9th, yeah.
Oh wow.
So
this Club Bowl fight's a tough one.
Here's the deal with our pro pick'em league. Picks was horrible this past weekend. But here's the light at the end of the tunnel. I am currently in 5th place. You are in 11th place. But as I mentioned to you,
I said like a hole down the pole.
the first place person has 99 points. So you would probably only think you only got 60 or 70 points. Not true. You got 94 points. There's only 5 points that separates you from the first place team.
I was closer than that. Shit. I was like 3 back. No, I was 2 back. I took a real slide.
Well, what happened is we got several log jams. 2nd and 3rd place are tied at 98 points. 4th place has 97. Me and whoever's in 6th place has 96. And then 7th, 8th, and 9th all have 95 points. You and the 10th place team got 9.
I got to roll the dice, make some insane picks, and keep sliding, or keep doing what I'm doing and stay looking decent.
Here's the thing. I rolled the dice last week. I paid for it.
You've been paying for it ever since.
Yeah. So I'm going to be real sensible this week.
I need somebody to forget who they picked so I can just leapfrog over them.
We had 2 more people do that, but they were already below us, so it didn't matter. I think they felt that they were out.
I need that to continue.
Well, you never know. But here's the thing. You're only 5 points down. There's 7 weeks left. All you need to do is basically jump up 1 notch every week. I mean, you won't make it to first because I'm going to put that on lock here in a couple of weeks. But you can be second. There's no shame in 2nd place.
I ain't trying to be your damn honorable mention. Y'all see how he keeps trying to make me his honorable mention? That's like a true damn Raider. Want everybody be in 2nd place? Well, they skull head ass.
Hey.
Damn that, damn you. I'm trying to win.
I ain't mad at you. Like my old high school.
Win, 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 win. Win, 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 win.
My old high school track coach used to always say, 2nd place is just the first person to come in last. So
you want to wear Ray South?
Yes. And no, we were never last. We were never last. Never.
Where's Ray South at?
Whatever.
Everybody know what Raytown is. They were like, Ray South. That's our ignorant uncle. For the record, Raytown, that is pretty dumb. Raytown Blue Jays, Ray South Cardinals. That's about the most uncreative ass school district ever.
Hey, it was like that when I got there. So
brand new facility and shit.
Yes. You seen they track?
Yeah, I seen it while I'm on 350. I'd be like,
I was kind of pissed when I saw it the first time because I was like, how come y'all couldn't do that shit when I was going to school?
Man, good $100,000 track field, easy.
Oh, yeah. And it's that nice bright red.
I can't be mad, though, because Centers played the game well. New football field courtesy of the Chiefs. Baseball courtesy of MLB. They didn't put in because what happens in these districts, they get told, hey, put in for this and see what happens. Motherfuckers be like, oh, well, we'll get to it later. Center been like, fuck that. They put in for it, they get it, boom. We got state art brand new shit on the field and everything.
Hey,
I ain't mad about it.
That's what I was going to say. I ain't mad.
You know, over here on Bannister where all that federal building shit was or whatever used to be on the corner, how they done tore it down, that looked like a deserted field or whatever. They about to flip it like Stern did off of 435. And who's right there for the groundbreaking? Motherfucking a superintendent of center that we done got involved in it. I was like, man, you about to make this district a motherfucking monster. And I'm just like, damn, my taxes gonna be high on my car. Like, calm that
Hey,
down just a little bit.
so side note, because you brought this up when you mentioned the Bannister area, since I ain't been that way in a while. Uh, the old mall parking lot. Is there anything there now? Do they have anything set up where the mall used to be?
You talking about Bannister?
Yeah.
You know, Cerner got like 2 buildings up now. You know, it's a project that's supposed to be done by 2025. But they got so much open land, I don't really see that happen. I don't see them breaking land again. They got 2 buildings over there. One of the homies has worked in the building how state of the art that motherfucker is. They still got people in they building off 435 where the Q used to be at. So I don't know if they're gonna break ground with another building, you know, how everything is in the world. Well, prior to that, I think they may be kind of slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
But definitely the Cerner influence over there, where people stay in Timberland Village, where it'd be like a $700, $800 rent, that's just like $1,000 now. Because, you know, Cerner helping that property value over there. New Quick Trip, you know, they kind of cleaning shit out. Over there where the Kmart used to be, they about to put
Whoa, whoa,
they
whoa,
put
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa,
storage.
whoa. The Kmart ain't there no more?
Oh, that motherfucker gone. They tore that.
Wow.
Well, they didn't tear it down, but they gutted it, made a storage spot. But they about to cut the storage spot in half, and that Price Chopper on Bannister is moving down there to be a bigger Price Chopper.
Damn, they
Yeah,
are
bro.
making moves.
Yeah, well, people fail to realize we're in the middle of the world. Shit comes to us last, for whatever reason. We're in the process of getting a facelift like most cities. But people want to act like all these other cities are done. They're not done. Where we're at the starting line, they may be at the halfway point. So motherfuckers, stop acting like we're 30 years behind when we're not. All these damn cities are the same. Only difference is one may have more opportunity than the other. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Nothing more, nothing less. The struggle I'm having to find a job here, I had the same struggle with my brother is in Charlotte or my brother is in Houston. Although in Houston, I could probably go work with my brother and he made cake. I could be making cake, but I'm too fat right now to be in Houston. I might sweat away, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be on a date with this supermodel. She'd be like, that nigga went from being fine to a cup of soup. Can't have that happen. I can't have that happen to me.
But by you saying that being on a date with a supermodel, that proves my theory that it's not retirement, it's just hiatus.
No, I'm retired. I just want to put that out there. Just want to say I could get a supermodel if I wanted to. Bitches love me.
There you go, backtracking like Trump. Um,
Bitches love me, especially white women.
okay, keep the wife away from you.
I don't want to say nothing.
Anyway, you know better. Um,
Yeah,
we talked earlier
she's too
about.
tall. She might catch me on the slip. I can't have that.
Mhm. We talked earlier about I Am Athlete because
Yeah.
that's our podcast we like.
Yeah.
We listen to a lot of other podcasts, but I like what they talk about. I like how they come across.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you paid attention to the recent show at the beginning, there was kind of a little heat between Chad and T.O.
It wasn't heat. It's just the thing is, Chad's that one friend always talk, but never follows the talk. He's that one friend that's always, man, you know, man, last week, my mom went got me the new Thriller jacket. I'm moonwalking all through the house. I got the jacket and the glove. Once you bring it out so we can see it. Man, my mom wouldn't let me bring it out the house. But I got it. You know, you got, when you come over, you'll see it. You know, Chad's that friend. Or that one that be like, man, I got the latest J's or whatever. Y'all won't believe where they at. Oh man, you know I can't wear them when I come outside to play or whatever. But y'all see them on the first day of school. First day of school, man, my brother wore them. He realized he could fit my shoes and he took them. And I was asleep when he did it. He's always got some excuse or something. He never steps in. He never puts up. He always just shut up with an excuse. Because it was said before when Cheetah raced T.O. and gave T.O. a 10-yard head start and still floated on his ass, him and his nephew, Chad, I can outrun all of them. Let's run, Chad, man. My son got a soccer game. I'll holler at y'all. He get in his minivan and he leaves.
I remember
That
that.
is a big-ass contradiction. He got this 2020 Dodge Caravan, which is dope as fuck. He got all the trimmings on it. So it's a dope-ass minivan. But at the same time, you wearing clothes is probably worth that cost more than your vehicle. But then you say you cost effective. You're really not. But then again, a lot of them get shit sent to them and donated. So, people want you to wear different shit. So he may not have paid for it. But he always talk and he never backs the talk. Like he in the gym now, he done got swollen in a motherfucker. Why wasn't you doing that when you was playing? You could have avoided injury more. That's what I hate about some niggas that make it. You get lazy. He's
But
clearly one of them.
Here's the thing. First of all, Chad is very contradictory. He is. Second of all, yeah, I agree with you. He done got a little buffer, but with that comes a loss of speed. So I can tell you right now, he ain't as fast as he used to be. And when he used to be fast, he still couldn't take T.O. I'm going to tell you that straight out. I don't need to see it. I know T.O. would blow him out the water. I seen too many games where T.O. took off and couldn't no DB hold up with him. I ain't see all that from Chad.
I wasn't out there to shut T.O. down. He got lucky.
So
now I got one for you. Listen to T.O.'s podcast. Get your popcorn ready. Him and Matthew Hatchett. He's waiting for the Vikings. He had Daryl Green on there. You should know him. Y'all went to high school together. Daryl Green said that in college, when he did his 40, he ran that bitch in a 4.11.
I believe it.
He said he is the fastest the NFL has ever had.
I don't believe it.
When he said that, T.O. goes, I believe Mr. Prime would have something to say about that. Now, Prime allegedly has ran a 4.01 also at the combine and left after he did that. There's no film, but allegedly people have coincided this story. You've seen both of them play because you're in the same age as all of them. Daryl Green is 60. I think Prime's in his mid-50s. You're right in there with him.
Bro, I just turned 50. Come on, ease back off of that.
I'm saying you're right there. You're right there.
But in answer to your question, Prime was faster than Daryl Green.
Earshot and vision of you. You're right there.
Anyway, so Prime was faster than Daryl Green, period.
You think so?
I know so, because I've seen too many games where the receiver thought he had 10 yards on Prime. Oh, I got this cut, so here comes the ball. And guess what? Here's Dion. Come up on him, snatch it, go back the other way before the other receiver even knew what happened. I've seen that too many times. Daryl Green, he had games where he caught up with people, but for the most part, he was keeping up with them. He didn't have that 10-yard burst that I saw from Dion.
So what you're saying is Daryl Green was just fast, but not catch-up fast.
Daryl Green was one of them ones that if he beat you off the line, he had you. Dion was one where, all right, you got 10 steps on me. I'll still see you there.
So to make this clear, Daryl Green is running with you. Dion could just jog, then decide, oh, there go the ball. Let me go ahead and catch up.
Yes.
Okay. Because the way Daryl Green put it, he said he was so fast, he was catching Olympic athletes from behind with no problem. He said he really don't know how truly fast he was. He just know the fastest he got clocked was 4.1. Then at the combine, he got clocked at 4.2. That's a ridiculous amount of speed. But at the same time, he was little. And so T.O. and them was like, but you ain't never went up against a receiver like us. And he was like, I'm not worried about it because I can keep up with y'all speed-wise. So no matter how y'all take y'all stride, I'm right there with you. Now, he did make this, like I said, you seen a lot of his playing, he was there. He made this concession that said that he couldn't catch. He said he had stones for hands. said he couldn't catch to save his life. Said even his wife told him he can't catch the ball. He said outright that if he would have caught what he should have caught, he would easily have 30 more interceptions because he retired with 54 in the season and 6 in the playoffs. He said he left 30 interceptions out there. You've seen more Redskin games than me. Do you agree with that assessment?
First of all, I didn't see very many more Redskin games than you. I will say this because I honestly don't know, but I'm willing to say that this is the old retired athlete syndrome where he's got a lot of them stories that clearly may not have happened. But I will say 15 to 20 of them he probably left out there. 25 would be very generous, but not 30.
Okay. Like I said, he was 60 telling us what he called his
And
story.
second of all, and this goes for everybody, athlete or not, you are what you are. If you drop passes, you drop passes. If you could have got better, you should have got better. As long as he was in the league, he had plenty of opportunities to get better. What's that
But he
if
said,
saying? If grandma had balls, she'd be grandpa. So leave it alone,
no,
Daryl.
but in his defense, he said he even tried to play baseball, and he said all they would do is let him hit. So his hands are horrible. He said he was like, they never let me catch. He's like, because he said, I couldn't catch the damn ball. And there's some, I mean, it's like, like going to basketball. You got a lot of NBA players that dunk this at the third, but a lot of them can't palm a basketball because their hands are small.
Yeah.
Like Sean Kemp, small hands considering to where he can't palm a basketball. And we've seen him lose many a dunk contest because of that. Charles Barkley, dunking on everybody, but all he did was two-hand dunks because he couldn't palm the ball.
I agree. I
So
mean,
that hand thing is something real. Like right now, my 12-year-old loves to show me how her hands are as big as mine, but not fat like mine. I'm 42 damn years old. Her hands should not be the size of mine. I mean, just reminding me, I can't palm a ball and I can barely palm a football.
bro, you can't palm a
While I play
football?
golf, I can pick that ball up with no problem.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm not
What?
Vern Troyer.
God no.
Oh my bad, that motherfucker dead. Sorry, Vern.
It's too late. You talk about Kobe. You talk about Kobe all the time, and then Vern gets. I'm sorry. What the
Y'all
hell, man?
up. I don't talk about Kobe like that. Y'all bring him up. I don't talk about Kobe. I'm tired of Kobe. Let Kobe rest.
Well, what do you got against the second greatest player in the NBA?
Because he wasn't the second. Michael was the second.
Michael was the first. Michael's the GOAT. How many times I gotta
No,
tell you?
Magic was the first.
I think after watching The Last Dance again, and I'm gonna go ahead and shamelessly plug
You watched it again?
a remember I just bought it.
Yeah, sir.
But
You treat it like a new home.
I'm gonna shamelessly plug a new podcast that I got coming up here in a minute. But I bought it, by the way, because I love movies and TV shows and everything.
Yeah.
And
You're
and,
welcome.
and
You're welcome.
yes, thank you for tipping me off to that too, because it was the last one when I got up there. Um, the box said 4 hours of bonus features. So when I get to that, that's when I'm gonna give my full review, because
I
everybody in the
want to know
mom
the
has already
bonus
seen
features.
The Last Dance. I want to go over the bonus features,
I
and
want to know what is the bonus features. I feel robbed now.
it's not really robbery. I mean, when you think about it, it's 10 hours of documentary, so you're only getting four
See,
extra
they're
hours.
gonna typical black shit. When somebody got something you ain't got, they downplay it because they don't want to share it. I mean, man, you know ain't nothing more. I mean, you've seen it before. Don't even
No, no,
trip
no,
off
no,
it.
no, no, no,
You
no,
already
no.
know what it is.
It's the opposite for me because I am the movie guy, and I might as well go on ahead and pimp my podcast right now. I'm going to be talking about entertainment stuff. Uh, the name of the podcast is to be determined, but sometime next week I'll tell you about it. But every week I'm going to go over some music and some movies and give you my full review on the album and or movie or TV season. You know, just to let everybody know, and I'm gonna go over minute details and go over it thoroughly. And I'm talking right back down to the DVD or Blu-ray quality of the picture, the sound, the plot. Man, I'm going to go in depth with all of these, and you'll be able to see it on YouTube as well. The reviews, not the entertainment news, but I'll do the reviews. So that's coming for everybody, and I will be kicking it off with a movie and The Last Dance. I'll do The Last Dance, and the movie that I'm going to be doing is the I think it came out last year, The Invisible Man. Um,
Never saw it. I know John.
I haven't seen it either. It's still in the plastic, so I'm gonna sit down and watch it probably this weekend, and I'll put my pen down, watch the movie, then pick it up, and I'll do my reviews on both of them. As soon as I get through the bonus features of The Last Dance, I'll get to The Invisible Man. So I'm just let you know it's coming, and I'll give a sneak peek next week on our podcast and let you know what it's like.
All right. Well, since you talking about your review and everything, did you watch Mandalorian second season yet?
Yes, I have.
What did you think of it?
Well, remember, we're only on episode 3 right now. They
I heard
drop,
they're doing it weekly. That's
yeah,
right.
Disney drops it weekly. But
I
so
forgot I
far,
got the fans copy. My bad. My
so
bad.
far, all 3 episodes have been great. Um, if you know anything about Star Wars, watch any of the animated shows or backstory stuff, episode 3 really benefits you because you will see a lot of stuff that other people are like, who's that? Who is she? What do they do? But now we finally have more Mandalorians, and we had fights, and I'm gonna leave it at that. For those that have not seen it yet, I don't want to spoil it, but I will tell you a war is coming.
Really?
Really. It's about to get good. And I'll say this about The Mandalorian, even though we've only gone through 3 episodes so far, they've
Uh-huh.
been 3 quality episodes, no filler. Um, they won't stretch it out like Game of Thrones did for the 7th and 8th season, but I'm gonna leave that alone. Um,
Never seen Game of Thrones. Never seen it.
Game of Thrones, I didn't think it would be good. I started watching it because Heather was watching it, and I got hooked. It turned out to be pretty damn good. I didn't really care for everything about the last season because it seemed like they stretched it in too many places. It seemed like we waited a year and a half, and it was like, oh, for this? It wasn't bad, but you know, it was kind of like that damn last season of Dexter. I don't know if you ever watched Dexter.
I think like maybe 2 episodes.
You ain't missing nothing because they dropped the ball on that last episode. There are some shows that need to end a lot sooner than they do. I'll just put it that way. All right, so that's all I got for the week. You got anything you want to add today?
I got a question for you. I saw it today on the news.
Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, my eyes itching. We all got this streaming, BS or whatever in some way, shape, or form. I saw it today. I want to know how you feel about it. Like, I believe it's going to affect you. How you feel about Hulu going up $10?
Um, I don't know if it will affect me because remember I'm part of that bundle.
They were talking about the bundle.
Um, it will kind of suck, and depending on how much stuff the family wants to watch, I could easily drop it and just go to Disney alone because I'm already not happy with the ESPN part of the bundle. So Hulu, I could take it or leave it. The family seems to like all the content on Disney. That seems to be where everybody's at, where everybody's watching stuff. So I will get all my shows out the way when my year is up with the bundle. And if they talking about raising the price, I'd be like, nah, I'll just drop to Disney. Bye bye, and be done
But
with
that's
it.
the thing. I've never known how they do that. Do they wait until your time's up, then do it, or they do it while you're in the process?
Well, you know what? I'm not sure now that you mention it because I'm not under any kind of contract. It's
Yeah.
just every month. So if I just happen to look at my bill and it goes up from $14 to $24, um, that's when I'll just get online, go in the chat room, be like, hey, cancel my subscription. I'm just gonna go to Disney only.
So they not gonna lose. They won't lose you as an outright customer.
No, I will still stay with Disney because of the content that we watch. Um, and depending on whether or not it goes up, I might end up paying the same amount monthly.
Yeah.
Again, because I think it was like $9 a month for Disney only and 14 for the bundle.
Uh-huh.
So if I end up paying $10 or $12 a month, or even the 14 for just Disney, I'd be like, shit, that's all we watched anyway, so I'm good with that.
Okay.
Like I said, ESPN, when I first got it, I felt cheated because I didn't get to watch The Last Dance when you did, and I didn't get a lot of the sports stuff that you would get with ESPN because it's quote unquote ESPN Plus. They show snippets of this, snippets of that. You might get a soccer game, you might get a UFC fight, but you don't get everything that you think you would on ESPN.
When
Now,
they
I will
doing
say
pay
this,
per view
they do
through
the
the book.
30 for 30s on ESPN too. So
I
you
mean,
can
I
get
can't
them.
find that Mike Vick 30 for 30 that they just recently did.
Do you know the name of it? I'm gonna see if they have it out.
No, it was on like last month. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if that was a new one or an old one. I keep trying to see. Cause I know I think I may have. If this is an old one, I've seen it. But I wonder if I feel like it's new.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find out because I know
Kaylee, come turn this light on, please.
I have a couple of 30 for 30s when they came out on DVD. What was it? Straight Out of LA, Run Ricky
Like,
Run, um, The
those are some
U,
good ones.
um,
Another good one.
Broke, the
That
crossover,
was,
Allen Iverson,
yeah. All those are
um,
classics,
and
especially
then
Bro.
Bo Knows Bo, of course.
Yeah, you know. I
Yeah.
ain't never worked out. I was just naturally this big. Shut up, Bo.
Why you got to be hard on Bo, man? He just told the truth.
Bo,
It ain't his fault that he ran over people. It's what they paid him to do. I'm just saying.
okay, so that Mike Vick 30 for 30. It was from earlier this year. So I probably did see it already then. Because it said it came out January 30th of 2020. So more than likely I've seen it.
Yeah,
They just happened to throw it on. I was just like, Mike Vick. And it just made me. So I've definitely seen it there.
I have not, so I have to check that.
It said Mike Vick 30 for 30 on ESPN was released early 2020. So he's enjoying his $16 million net worth and he works as an analyst for Fox. So sad to have all that money now he ain't got shit.
Yeah, well, remember, broke for him ain't the same as broke for me and you. Remember back in the day when MC Hammer filed bankruptcy. So you can have 20 million in your bank account and file bankruptcy, huh?
Yeah, in some regards that is true.
And I guess what is the reasoning behind it? They say I can't perform my usual lifestyle. So
That's
it
that's I, that's fancy.
it is what it is. All right, you got anything else before we hit the road for
Uh,
the day?
trying to my phone keep going off. Trying to survive. I ain't trying to get another phone. 2 months away from being contract free, not buying a phone, trying to live that good life, trying to be in that good world.
Bro, you'd be surprised how many people ask me, why don't you get a new phone? That phone's got to be 3 or 4 years old. Get a new phone. Like, it still makes calls. I still get texts and
Now
I can
you
go
damn
online.
right. Now I will say I was talking to the children's mother today, and I we both was talking about laptops or whatever, and I actually got to make a conscious effort. As much as I hate to do it, it's only because the damn world is full of bitches and everybody just gives them the key to the city. This next laptop, not this, but the one after, I'm gonna have to come over to the dark side because everybody uses that shit. And you already know what I mean by the dark side. I just refuse to say it.
What, you gonna get a MacBook?
Not this laptop, but the next one gonna have to be. That's
Well,
pretty much what the world uses nowadays.
no, they don't. I still use a PC, bro.
Yeah, but if you look across the board, majority of this shit, everything is set up for that world of the fruit. But I think this next one though, one thing I did say though, and I told her the same thing. We got to at some point when you in your business and you try and get everything going, or you got everything going, you have to upgrade your equipment. You can't stay on that. You got to take it up at some point.
True.
So like my last laptop, I think it was maybe $200, and it's still rolling. We both said I think we've had our laptop since 2011, 2012. So nice amount of time. It's time to get that $500-$600 laptop that got everything you need on it. That you ain't got to get you ain't got to add nothing to upload nothing. It's just already there.
Right.
And that oh man, I hate to spend that kind of money, but I need to spend that kind of money to where my laptop can be my one-stop shop to do everything I need. Which I know you
Yeah.
probably feel because when it's time for you to get another one, you go take yours up to make sure it got everything you need for photography and shit like that on it.
Oh, for
If you
sure.
can get it on there.
Yeah. The last movie I tried to edit on this thing, uh, when it didn't crash, it was going real slow. So yeah, I'm gonna make sure that it's got everything I need on the next one.
As I'm saying, with that being that, you just kind of walk out of one budget to another. You look back at that one, you be like, you had that color purple moment, but you got to keep going. That's the one thing that sucks people when you do some shit. You got to upgrade. When you do me being a DJ, in all realness, I should get a Mac because everybody uses it. I just hate those products. I hate things that make you use just their stuff. But I'm gonna go look. Probably not gonna get it this time because their shit's ridiculously priced. And she was talking about she wanted to get one. I said, you got 800 to 1,000. She got quiet. I said, yeah, you want a good Mac? Am I right or wrong? You got to spend about 800 to 1,000
You're
if
right.
you want a good one.
Now I will say this. I will say this. Two things really. First thing is, because my computer 5, 6 years old too. Our computers are so old. No matter what we get, it's gonna be more powerful,
Yeah.
faster. We're gonna be like, oh. So whatever we end up getting next, we gonna practically worship it. It's gonna be so much better than what we got now.
Mm-hmm.
Now that being said, you mentioned how if you get a Mac, you gotta use their stuff. That's kind of not the case anymore, and it kind of is for both of them because with these PCs, you still got to get something that can handle Windows, is compatible with Windows 10 or whatever the next new big thing is.
Well, the thing is with a HP PC, whatever you want to call it, you can use more universal products connecting to it.
Now that
With
is true to connect to them. Yeah,
as I'm talking as far as that, attachments, all that type shit. You don't have as much, clashing. Like, say if I was to get a MacBook tomorrow and I have a wireless printer already, I'm not guaranteed they're going to connect with each other Wi-Fi wise because of what it is. But you get that HP or whatever, it's like a cheap whore. It connects with everything.
I would say that it should connect because I do have an iPad and
Mm-hmm.
I keep photography on there,
And
and
that's what
I have
thing
no
that
problem with
I do.
connecting.
I think I'm gonna get it through my cell phone company. Then I'm gonna go ahead and break down and get a tablet for when I meet with people. It's easier to pull shit up on a tablet versus let me pull the laptop out, let me open this bitch, and it just
Exactly.
and
I'll,
unfortunately, people like you to look trendy. So it's like I already look intimidating with my size and everything. So I need to look trendy at least. Hey, let me pull out this tablet. Hey, all right. which is just I hate how the world is. It's stupid, but you get what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
They see you and they want candy canes with your beard and shit. And I know you hate that, but that's just how it is. And
Right.
like Santa, you gonna Slim Fast? You got a candy cane?
See, there you go. There you go.
Oh, childish
Uh,
for that
don't hate.
one.
Hey, don't hate on this beard.
I'm a little jealous because I don't think mine's gonna grow back in like it was because I think mine stunted its growth. I should have never cut it. I think I
Now,
took the
see,
big.
here's what happens when you cut it, because I recently went through that when I cut it at the beginning of the year, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do that for?
Yeah, I was tripping because my profile picture on Facebook. That's probably the best my beard's ever looked. That mug was nice, firm. It was out here. It was out there.
See, you at that point right now where it looks like it done stopped, and it's like this is all it's gonna be. Give it about 3-4 weeks, and it's gonna shoot out again, and you be like, oh shit, here it comes.
I have I gotta go get my. I'm getting it cut Friday. I'm gonna have it just lined up because my daughters told me when they came home yesterday, why ain't I got a haircut? And I was like, nice to see y'all too. Tell you had daughters. They be glad you ain't got no daughters because they run your world. They tell you that you look like a nappy head hole and you ain't even did nothing. So I gotta get
Damn.
my hair cut so my kids want to be in public with me.
Well, yeah, I keep my head shaved, so I don't have to worry about the kids telling me that I need to cut. I just turn on that razor and run it over my head, them clippers, whatever. Um,
Oh, you good to go.
yeah, and this, I'm not touching it. I'm just gonna let it shoot out. Right now, it just looks tame to you. If I put that pick out and pick it out, it's a little bit longer than what it looks like right now.
Amazed how it done you had a little salt and pepper on it. It done salted up on you.
Yeah, it has. I'm getting old. I'm not ashamed to admit it. That just means that I got experience. I've been around.
That's what that old nigga always say at the club.
hmm But I'm not that old nigga at the club because I
Yeah,
don't
let's
club.
hope you not.
I don't club.
Yeah, let's hope you don't be that guy.
No.
Let me
The
see.
dude with the all red suit and the Jerry curl? No, not him.
Frenchie. Yeah, if you don't know about Living Color, you don't know about Frenchie.
That's right.
All right, let me see. Before we wrap this up, let me give y'all an update on the gig. There is no update. I'm about to get back on the wagon. I took last week off because I was just frustrated. Took it off from the apps. I'm about to get back on it this week, tonight, tomorrow, rest of the week. Fingers crossed I hear something from somebody. I may have took off last week, but trust me, the week before, I did plenty of apps to where you got to wait till they restock with something else to see something you ain't seen before. So hopefully that'll bring about something. With Richard, I had to make a financial move to make me sustain for at least the next 2-3 months.
Brett
And
Veach.
you said what?
I said Brett Veach.
Yeah, I had to get my V on so I can maintain, and hopefully that'll keep me afloat till I get that phone call so I can go make something happen and get back into the payroll of the world. And as far as Richard keeps asking being retired, I am retired. I did. No, you know what? I met a chick Saturday. I had seen her before. Oh no, let me finish. Just remind me why I'm retired. It's a friend of mine. Seen her, thought she was cute, but once she got to talking, when he said she was coming, I was like, cool. I'm gonna get to see what she's about. Then I'll holler at the homie when we done watching the fight and everything. Yeah. Uh, just I don't have time for extra. I don't have time for the fake shit. I don't have time for. Oh my god! I don't know how I woke up, was in the bed, my clothes over here, I'm in the bed sleeping. I don't know how I ended up getting drunk last night because I didn't buy a drink. And mine, she had shown me this picture where all this out. It was like waving at people. I said, the way your titties was out, I'd have bought you a drink and a half if I'd have been there. But then she was like, oh, you would have. I said, yes, I would have. Just extra for no reason. Then the dude she talking to who came by looked like a broke ass Nipsey Hussle. I was like, she talking to this nigga with all the pots and pans on his chest? Because the way them chains was clanking, that shit couldn't have been real. So I figured he just didn't like to leave his pots and pans at home and he bring them with him. Who am I to judge? I leave my pots and pans at the crib. They ain't that important to me. But he had his with him. And then they smashed out together or whatever. She's like, I'm going to leave my car, Herb, and just it'll be in your parking lot. I was like, oh, so she's one of them that had weight from having kids, lost weight in the gym, whatever. So I think it's one of those first small dude to give you injury. You just act like he's God or whatever. I was like a groupie for fake Nipsey. But, it just reminded me to stay retired. I was like, yeah, I'm pass on this one. Then it was funny. So I tell my friend about this, right? And she says to me, stop looking at the beauty. And I was like, well, I don't want no ugly bitch. I was like, what are you talking about? Then she was talking about the chick insecure and this, that, and the third because she knew her or whatever. I'm like, so what are you saying? She was like, stop looking at the beauty in all these chicks. I said, again, I don't want no ugly bitch. So what am I supposed to look at? She was like, they can be cute, but make sure they about something. And I'm just like, what did I do wrong? I just said I met this chick. I thought she was cute. When I actually met her, I realized, nah, this ain't where it at. I don't females, I don't understand y'all. We can't, if you're a female friend to a male, we can't understand anything about you till we around you to know you, to know whether or not you're just beauty and that's it. So I was just like, she telling me, stop looking at the beauty. And I'm just like, what does that mean? She almost fucked up my Sunday football. She glad if the Chiefs had been played, I'd have hung up on her punk ass. But luckily the Chiefs had to play, so I had time for the dumb shit. Because that Tampa whatever game, I could care less about it at noon on Sunday. And I was at work too, so it really didn't matter.
But again, folks, he's not retired. He's on hiatus. One will come around. One will come around. Now, I ain't going to tell you stop looking at the beauty because that's some damn stupid shit.
Well, I guess she was trying to tell me don't judge it on the beauty alone, which I wouldn't. I don't know why she would think that.
Okay, I get that, but then say that, but don't say don't look at the beauty. That's the first thing you're going to say.
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you like I told my best friend. I ain't getting out there. Me and her got a $250 bet. I ain't getting out there.
Eventually, somewhere, somehow, some way, you about to lose $250.
If I did get out there, which I doubt, it wouldn't be till my youngest is in high school at least. And that's not till she's in 7th grade now. That's for a couple years. Don't see it happening. Not happening at all. Then my homie's like, man, you get back in this married game. Got $100 bet with him. Told you I'm not redoing that again.
Now, see, I don't believe that you'll probably do the married game anytime soon. I'm not gonna say never. I'm not gonna say never, but I can't see that right now.
You ain't gotta say it. I said it for you. I ain't doing it at all. I done been there. What Dr. Dre say? Been there, done that. I'm good. I ain't trying to keep their heads ringing or nothing. I'm good. Hey, I had an 11-year run. It didn't work. I had to leave that box Chevy on the side of the road and got on the Greyhound going to the next stop to where next stop was Arizona where everybody retired. I'm sitting in the retirement village drinking maca lattes and stuff. Shit like that. Now, you more than welcome to take a piece of one of these bets if you think I'm dating again or getting married again, because it ain't happening. I'm telling you, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Just so everybody knows, in case you're new to the show, I already got a bet with you that I'm about to win. Playoffs. That 6-pack is coming, and we already at the halfway point for the bottle. We actually over the halfway point.
11 wins. Y'all go follow. It's like this. I foresee y'all going to the playoffs with 10 wins. And that's going to piss you the fuck off.
Yes, it will.
And you know what my punk ass is going to do? I'm going to be like, hey, Richard, man, what bottle would you have gotten if you were the one?
Vanilla Crown. Vanilla Crown. Vanilla Crown.
Yeah, so you said Vanilla Crown.
Yeah.
You know what my punk ass would have did?
Got a bottle and sipped on it in front of me?
No. I'm not that disrespectful. Because your 6-pack, more than likely, I'll probably cash out you the money so you can send you like $10, get your little punk ass 6-pack. But what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm gonna mail you a shot glass of vanilla crown to say, ah!
Just wrong. Just
Yeah, I'm gonna be
wrong.
that respectful. You gonna
Yeah.
think it's really, you got that big vanilla envelope, you gonna see it from me? That little bottle gonna fall out. That $1.99 bottle it's gonna be more expensive to mail it than to buy the bottle, but it's gonna be worth it.
Oh man, I'm gonna
Don't
be
say I didn't tell
sick.
you.
I'm gonna be sick when that happens too. As a matter of fact, if they only get 10 wins and if they get 9, I'm gonna be like, oh well, they tried. But if they get 10, I'm writing an open letter to John Gruden.
If they get, but here's the thing though, you get 10 wins, you think you get 11, and an Arizona Hopkins moment happened to you. Not saying a Hail Mary, but something drastic to where you lose the game and you just like you sitting there like, I can't wait for that to happen.
That's kind of the way my luck would be, or because our last game is Denver. We might already have a playoff seed locked where we can't move up or down. We're just locked in the wild card,
And
and
I
he'll
think
he'll
that's
rest
I'm
he'll
telling you
rest his starters.
that if that's why I told you we get to where we have to beat y'all point blank. We beat y'all. The Chargers are going downhill. Denver's just they piss on the side of the toilet. They're not getting in the bowl at all. Y'all only game we got to worry about in the division. The other two games are pretty much gimmies. Y'all in that log of trying to get separation with the wild card or whatever. We what 2 games up, just about or whatever.
Too, yeah,
We keep winning. That gap at some point, John's gonna be like, okay, let's just stay on this course. Let's get in the playoffs. And once we got that lock on that, we go rest Carr, rest whoever they never played this much before. That's gonna what's gonna happen. Was gonna kick you in the ass. But if y'all beat us, it's gonna be a different story. So if we win, that's when John's mind said, I swear to God, he's gonna focus on the wild card, just getting in the playoffs. Because if he gets y'all in the playoffs, the shit he's gonna be able to talk to the media is gonna be ridiculous. And let's be real, he's a fucking egomaniac. You know he's gonna want to talk shit. You know that's gonna be a big factor to him talking shit.
well, I mean, considering what I read at the beginning of this episode from ESPN and NFL.com, they didn't think we was gonna do shit in the first place. So
That's why he's gonna want to be like here, because you can't tell me Mike Mayock ain't still got his NFL Network ties, letting him know, hey John, this is what they saying. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mike Mayock is there for a reason. It's not that he was gonna be a GM when he has no experience at all. He's there to push group. He's there for a reason. Because Reggie McKenzie wasn't and couldn't do it. And they couldn't get a haircut, so I couldn't trust him to begin with. So Mayock is there for a reason. He just happens to be a decent GM right now because he ain't really had no contract restraints or cap issues yet.
yeah.
But mark my words. Like I said, right now, y'all cruising, y'all smiling. You know, y'all kissing babies, y'all in the parade, everything good. Somebody go JFK y'all ass real soon.
But here's the thing. You know who I feel sorry for if we lose to Kansas City? The
So,
Falcons and the Jets, because those are the next 2 games. Gruden gonna have them ready to blast them teams.
well, I don't know. The Falcons, they trying to turn that corner. They Julio, you got something going on with the Falcons. They trying to string together some W's.
They are, but remember, Vegas has the perfect weapon for teams that can strike like that. It's called a run game. Again, in the Denver game, they had 2 drives that took up 8 minutes.
That damn Denver game, Gerard did nothing for me in that game. He disappeared. He disappeared, and damn running back for Denver disappeared.
They didn't even try to run it. That was what was so funny. Drew
Yeah,
Lock kept trying to go back and pass, and you saw Max Crosby like, okay, I'm just gonna tee off and I'm gonna sack you. I'm gonna
because
hit you.
I think Elway's trying to test and see if they want him. Because right now everybody's Trevor Lawrence. You about to see a big play for teams trying to move and get that number 1 seed. and they go draft his punk ass, which I think he's average at best. I ain't really never seen nothing that make me be a big Trevor Lawrence fan. But
Hey,
maybe it's me.
I'm going to say this about Denver before we end the show. If they don't show signs of improvement before the end of this year, there will be talk about John Elway not being the GM anymore.
They just
Mark
gave
my
him an
words.
extension. Elway got two. Elway ain't going nowhere. He got to do it. If he fails next year, then maybe right now he still somehow keeps buying time.
And once upon a time, John Lynch got an extension. Where's he at now?
Good point.
Yeah. Extension don't mean Carl Peterson gave himself an extension. Still got ran out of town.
I would not discuss that punk ass dude.
All right.
To the Kingdom Party.
All right, that's all the time we got now for this week's episode. Everybody be sure and hit that like and subscribe buttons, whether you're on YouTube or you got the podcast. And hit us up if you got any questions or comments at the Two Dudes Podcast at yahoo.com. I'm Rick. That's Kevin. As always, stay positive, stay blessed. Kevin, take us on home.
You know, since it's Raider week, I ain't gonna say for the home of the Chiefs. I'm gonna respect the Raiders. You know, since it's Raider week and everything, we go see who wins. And next week I'll be an ass. But right now, hey, I want both teams to come out play a good game. I want both teams, if they find us, to where there's no what about this, what about that. Although right now we got a few COVID issues or whatever. Hopefully that won't prolong or fuck the game up. And we'll see. But I'll just close with may the best team win. And last time I checked, ain't shit came out good at Vegas outside the running Rebels. So I'm not too much worried. So holla at your boy. Don't yell.
Later, everybody.